Okay, so here's a short review of Ghost of Tsushima on PC. To begin, I'm running this game on an RTX 3060 Ti and a Ryzen 5 3600 at 1080p because I am too broke. I'm broke as hell and started this YouTube channel so that maybe one day I can afford a better PC to make better looking videos. Sony has finally given up the dream of hogging all the best narrative games and started to release them on PC, and this is definitely one of them. Ghost of Tsushima is an open world action adventure game with very little RPG elements. You play as Jin Sakai, a samurai destined to save Tsushima Island from the Mongols during their invasion of Japan. This is a game that Ubisoft would have and could have made if they genuinely gave a shit about their consumers and developers. Also, fuck PlayStation for removing the game from Steam in over 150 countries and territories due to its PSN account requirements. I love this game. It's far from perfect, but it's been a lot of fun. The open world is massive and very beautiful with vibrant colors and lots of leaves flying around everywhere. I love the art direction that they went for. It is something you can only experience while playing. The map is filled with gorgeous sights that just make you stop and enjoy the view. And if you're corny like me, you might use their great photo mode to take some pictures. There are multiple biomes to explore, along with many towns to stop by and maybe upgrade some armor. The minimalistic UI allows you to enjoy the beauty on screen. And I mean, there's no mini-map or compass. So how do you navigate? You are guided by the wind. You just basically go the direction the wind tells you to go, which I think is one of the most creative navigational systems I've ever seen implemented in a game. The game has fast travel, of course, and uses your SSD to have you teleport to your location very quickly. Unfortunately, the map is filled with lots of repetitive Ubisoft-styled markers everywhere. Also, exploration isn't as rewarding as you'd hope. The gameplay you'll see on screen is hopefully spoiler-free, and unfortunately, you'll see a lot of the same type of gameplay. And that's because the game doesn't have too much to offer. You don't really do much other than kill Mongols, climb walls, track footsteps, follow NPCs, pick up repetitive loot, hunt and loot the only two animals that you can hunt, kill more Mongols, talk to more NPCs and watch the exact same dialogue that you can't skip for the 100th time, kill more Mongols, then track more footsteps just to kill more Mongols, pet a fox, and then kill more Mongols after petting the fox, and repeat. The game is extremely repetitive, but I'll tell you why I still love it. I like the story. It's your typical one-man show saves the world kind of story, but the game does a good job showing the Mongols as the bloodthirsty maniacs that they historically were. The protagonist, Jin, being used to the samurai principles, is now abandoning those principles to avenge the death of everyone killed by the enemy that you, as an audience, grow to absolutely hate. You come across many repetitive side missions, but I'll happily do them since I want to see my enemy fall as much as the protagonist does. Besides that, the combat is amazing. Apart from the beautiful map, this game's combat is the reason I haven't put it down yet. I understand that some people don't get easily bored of a game like this, and usually they don't play the game for everything it offers, but I do. I want to see all the locations, pet every fox, climb every rock, and liberate every enemy territory, and the combat helps me from getting bored. It's bloody and satisfying. The slashing and screaming of the enemy that you despise makes you want more. I love the combat so much that I want more and more Mongols to attack me at once, just to make it more satisfying. And for once, I don't mean that sexually. You can also change stances to hit certain enemy types more effectively. The combat can be a challenge at first, but you become so good at it that you have to up the difficulty a bit, and then you start getting your ass kicked again. And I believe a challenge is always a good thing. You can go into battle right away or take everyone out with a stealthy approach, using the bushes to cover and a bow and arrow. You eventually unlock more tools to use to kill the enemy as you progress in the story. You are also given a horse. The horse feels great to control and doesn't come with too much jank like The Witcher 3, or look as bland as the recent Assassin's Creed games, but falls short when compared to Red Dead Redemption 2's horse mechanics. Ghost of Tsushima on PC runs extremely well, and I was able to max out my settings and get over 130 FPS with FSR 3 and frame generation enabled. Usually frame generation comes with stutters and messy visuals at times, but none of that was noticeable in this game. The game runs great, feels great. The map is beautiful, the parkour is janky, but works most of the time. The combat is the highlight of the game. The game is a cinematic masterpiece. And like a good boy, I played it with Japanese audio, and I found the voice acting to be great. The missions are fun, but repetitive. There is more repetition in this game's gameplay loop than the amount of times I've said the word repetitive in this video. The music is wonderful to listen to, and the story is very engaging. I didn't experience any game-breaking bugs or anything like that. The game had good accessibility options, but I wish it gave me an option to turn off camera acceleration for the controller. As I said before, I love this game, but it's far from perfect, so 8.5 out of 10. If you like this video, please share, like, and subscribe, please. I'm not kindly asking, I'm desperately begging, and let me know what game I should review next. I feel like all my reviews have been pretty positive so far, so maybe give me a game to play that's really fucking ass.